All right, gather around, sit down, put down your phone. No, actually, keep it. Because in about 10 minutes, you might need to check your M-PESA balance and have a small existential crisis. Hi, I'm Miss Muithathi. I make videos about personal finance, money, building wealth, survival, and building something solid when life keeps throwing bills at you. If this video gives you clarity, a strategy, or even one good idea, consider buying me a coffee. It keeps this channel alive and the work going. Link below or scan the QR on your screen. Today, we're going to talk about your emergency fund, or as I like to call it in 2026, the unicorn of Kenya personal finance. Everyone has heard of it. No one has actually seen one. So, you think you have one? Really? Let me guess. Maybe you have like 2,000 Kenya shillings in M-Shwari or in some MMF that you even forgot about. Or that secret tin that you have in your closet where you keep coins. The one your 4-year-old found last week and traded it for kibandaski mandazis and sweets at that corner kiosk. Well, congrats. You don't have an emergency fund. You just have like an emergency donation to the local duka owner. Let's face it, most of us, we are broke, traumatized, and to make things worse, we are laughing about it. But today, let's stop laughing at ourselves and start laughing with the truth. Because the truth is, we are saving all wrong. And it's killing us. It's destroying us slowly. Stay with me. Now, I'll give you 4 ways in which this method is killing you. Chapter 1, the delusional dancer. There, something will come up, delusion. Let me tell you a story about a man. Let's call him Wangui. Good guy, works hard, and every month, Wangui gets his salary. And Wangui has a plan. He looks at his payslip, he looks at his rent, he looks at his transport money, he looks at his pocket money, and then he says the most dangerous words in Kiswahili. You know, nitabaki na pesa, nitaweka akiba. Wajohi, who are you? Are you a prophet? Huh? Can you see the future? Because the future is actually Wednesday. And on Wednesday, your cousin calls. You know, that cousin of yours that you haven't spoken to since 2019. Huh? And all of a sudden, he just needs a little bit of something for a harambe that he has. So you give it. Friday, your boys just want one drink after work. Then all of a sudden, one drink becomes 6. You know, we all know the monotony. You can just go have one drink. 1 becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4. And then finally, when you guys are high, you need an Uber. You pay the Uber. Then Sunday evening, you check M-PESA. And oops, hakuna akiba, hakuna kakiru. Tafadhali tuma pesa. Wangui, he's not saving. Wangui is living on hope. Wangui is hoping. And let me tell you, hope is not a strategy. Hope is standing at a bus stop at 11 p.m. praying that the last matatu has seats. It rarely does, so you end up taking a motorbike in the rain. The moral here, future you is an idiot. So treat future you like a toddler. This is to say, hide the money. Make it impossible to reach. Second part of chapter 2. The savings account is a thief. This is where you keep your emergency funds too close or too accessible. Let's say, for instance, or in this instance, you're smarter than Wangui, that maybe you actually save. You put your money in the bank. Well, good for you. You're winning. I'm just pulling your leg. No, stop. There's no winning with this one or with that formula. Because let me ask you again. Where did you put it? KCB, Family Bank, or Cooperative? Oh, ABSA, right? My friend, your money is not safe. And this is because, why would you put your emergency funds in the same place you put your funds? That's like putting a lamb and a lion in the same cage and being surprised in the morning when there's no lamb left. Who are you kidding? Picture this. Thursday afternoon, you're bored at work, so you check your balance, and your balance whispers, hey, flash sale on Jumia, 30% off those sneakers. You, my friend, deserve it. Liar, that money leaks. Drip, drip, drip. And I say this because a card-linked account is not saving. That's just delayed spending. So, what do? Put your money or put your emergency funds somewhere that you can't reach without a fight. You'll fight to the nail to get to that money. Okay, not to the nail, that's a bit extreme, but you get it. Okay, something like a money market fund, places where they'll tell you wait 24 to 48 hours before you get these funds, right? Or a SACCO, an account without a card. If you must, put it on the moon. So, next, chapter 3, talking about the 1994 math problem. This is where a lot of people underestimate their emergency fund targets. Now, let's talk numbers. Why? As Kenyans, we love numbers, right? So, that 50 bob, 200 bob. But when it comes to savings, we use a calculator from 1994. What do I mean? Someone says 3 months salary. 3 months in 2026. That's a vacation. 6 months is survival. Because when you have no income, you still spend. Rent, food, data bundles, survival costs. And NSSF, that deduction that leaves 3K less per month, baby, retirement doesn't pay today. You need cash now, liquid and available. And lastly, chapter 4, the government is not your savings account. And this is where you'll find a lot of people relying on the wrong safety nets. Some Kenyans say, SHA will cover my hospital bills. County will send relief food. Oh, you sweet child. SHA is underfunded by 116.1 billion Kenya shillings. Counties, for example, Kitui County, had 5 million Kenya shillings for drought, gone in a week. Think about that. Your emergency fund covers gaps that no one else will see. So please, don't trust the government to parent your wallet. If you do it, it's at your own risk. Well, with all that being said, how do you fix this? Here's the fix. This is how you do it. Tough love. We laughed, we cried, now we fix it using these 3 rules. Number 1, automate or die. Decide, for example, on 25th of every month at 9 a.m., as soon as your salary lands, money must leave. Okay? Standing order to a SACCO or a money market fund, or to that your moon account. So, if you never see it, you never miss it. Number 2, know your enemy. Start tracking your spending. Plug leaks. And you see that 200 shillings on airtime? That 500 over there on deliveries? You need to stop that. So, number 3, rebuild and don't quit. You used the emergency fund? Well, tighten the belt. Start refilling it because your life depends on it. And if you need a system that helps you make this less painful. I built a toolkit for this. It's a step-by-step system that shows you exactly how to calculate your real emergency fund. Okay? It shows you, or it gives you examples of where to hide it and how to refill it constantly or consistently without pain. Link below. Get it so that you can finally stop feeling broke, stressed, and on edge every month. Okay? Let me leave you with this. Life in Kenya is hard. You cannot control the economy. You can only control your money. Be the person who, when crisis comes, stands tall and says, I've got this. Or the person running to shylocks, paying 30% interest. The choice is yours. We don't force anything here. Okay? But the time to choose was yesterday. The next best time is today. As a matter of fact, right now. So, open that up. Set that standing order. Hide that money from yourself. Because future you is counting on you. And future you has enough problems already. Don't make them borrow from Fuliza. I'm Miss Muithathi. Save wisely or don't. But don't say I didn't warn you. See you in the next one.